Welcome to Fact Axis, where today we're going to be checking out the top 10 most dangerous places to travel. Be sure to stick around for our number 1 pick, because it will surely surprise you. Number 10. The Samaisen Hole in Thailand. The Samaisen Hole in Thailand seems like there's just no end. This made its way onto our list because the potential for divers to get lost in this abyss is endless. In fact, it is also the deepest diving hole in the whole country. But if you feel like putting your feet on dry ground, just make sure to avoid the southern tip of Thailand, as they're currently full of ethnic and racial conflicts, which is why it makes this one of the most dangerous places to visit, especially if you're a tourist. That also doesn't include the ample daily robbing, drugging, bashing, extortion, and murder of foreign tourists on Thai soil, along with numerous other scandals that take place. Number 9. The Blue Lake in Russia. Saturated with an unnatural deep blue, this lake actually obtains its color from its incredibly high amounts of hydrogen sulfide, rendering this lake extremely dangerous to swim in, let alone visit. It's also the deepest lake in the world, measuring at around 846 feet in depth. Due to the high amount of waste and other chemical reactions, it's best to stay far away from this lake because you could face severe allergic reactions and chemical burns. This is a lake and area where it's best enjoyed maybe on a postcard or on Google Images. Number 8. Queensland, Australia. It's a shame that we have to have this beautiful country on the list, but the waters and land around it provide a beautiful oasis of extremely dangerous creatures, even more so if you don't know your place. While the country might be deemed safe to travel to, it's the creatures that make you want to stay far away. Everything from stonefish, sharks, saltwater crocodiles, box jellyfish, blue ring octopi, among the other very deadly and poisonous snakes and insects. While the country itself is filled with ample amounts of no swimming signs, that doesn't stop the locals from running out and enjoying a good swim. But to an extent, they already know what's lurking around the wild. You, as a tourist, don't. Stay out. Number 7. South Africa. South Africa's coastline features very high densities of bull sharks, tiger sharks, and great white sharks, rendering this entire location very, very dangerous for tourists. The entire South African coast alone also has one of the highest shark-induced death rates there is. Besides the dangers from the ocean and sharks, the Cape of South Africa also has an incredible amount of gang violence and murders. If you didn't get the hint already, stay away. Number 7. The Ganges River in India. Spanning over 1,500 miles all the way to the Bay of Bengal, the Ganges River is one of the planet's most polluted and disgusting rivers thanks to humankind. Filled full of human waste, raw sewage, animal waste, pesticides, industrial metals, and ashes from cremated bodies, among the other hordes of trash that get thrown in. This entire area is polluted. This entire area is extremely dangerous to be around, not only from the dangers of pollution of the river, but the high crime that surrounds it. If your heart is really set on visiting India, just don't go here. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss more amazing top list videos. Number 5. Mather Gorge. Mather Gorge is home to some beautiful sights and sceneries, but the most deadly is the Potomac River, featuring terrible undercurrents and deadly rapids. Not only can this river easily kill you, but it's also illegal to swim in certain parts, like the Great Falls area, to be exact. While swimming conditions in the river are clearly unsafe, the creatures that lurk in the waters are even more unsafe, considering they have found several bull sharks swimming throughout. In fact, just recently, a fisherman had reported catching a near 300-pound bull shark that was over 8 feet long in the Potomac River. Yikes, stay away from this whole area. Number 4. The Congo. The Nyiragongo, the most hottest and boiling watering hole there is. Nestled deep in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, there's a reason for this being the hottest watering hole. That's because they also work in conjunction with the largest lava pit. Also filling the area is incredibly noxious gases like carbon dioxide, in very toxic amounts and levels. While this is a hot tourist spot, it's also very, very dangerous and a place that we recommend you really don't travel to. Number 3. Puerto Escondido, a surfer's oasis, featuring what many claim to be the heaviest beach breaks in the entire world, which means that it has dangerously strong undercurrents, and the probability of dying and drowning is also at an all-time high, especially for those novice on the surfboard. This beach has already claimed many professional kiteboarders and surfers alike. While this location is relatively tame compared to many of the other ones on this list, going out too far will surely result in tragedy. All it takes is one large wave with a strong enough undercurrent, and you're gone. Number 2. The Gulf Coast, United States. While the imagery before you is a beautiful, lush beach, from Tampa all the way to Houston, the Gulf Coast isn't exactly as safe as you might think it is. Due to the Gulf's constant warm temperatures, this allows many poisonous animals to exist in them. For example, rattlesnakes. Bet you didn't guess that. But there's also such dangerous fish, like other poisonous sea snakes, stingrays, hardhead catfish, barracuda, lionfish, sharks, alligator, and that's just a handful of the crazy critters you'll find in these waters. If that's not enough to scare you away from this area, there's also dangerously high levels of pollution, among the high disturbing amounts of fecal matter, all caused by storm runoff and sanitary sewage overflowing. Number 1. Lake Kivu, located in Rwanda, Africa, one of Africa's 5 Great Lakes. This lake has made it to our number 1 spot of travel destinations to not visit, mainly because it emits such a dangerously high level of carbon dioxide. Due to an active volcano very nearby, this lake has a tendency to release dangerous levels of carbon dioxide, and if you're caught on the lake when that happens, consider yourself a goner. While this lake is still deemed safe to swim in, just a little over 30 years ago, back in 1984, around 40 people perished due to a large CO2 explosion. That wraps up today's top 10 facts. Be sure to let us know in the comments below what your favorite travel destination to not go to was. And as always, be sure to like and subscribe for more top list from Fact Axis.